Assalamualaikum and hello everybody. My name is Nadiah. I'm going to present today my short session or short talk about the careers in the legal sector. This is part of Ansara Kota Bharu's Career Talk video 2020. Okay, this is me, my photo, and hello everybody. I am the alumni of MRSM Kota Bharu from 1991 SPM. I'm from Johor, from the south of Malaysia, Peninsula Malaysia. Previously, before joining MRSM, I was from Temanggung Ibrahim Girls School in Batu Pahat for my Form 2 and Form 3. And before that, I went to Sekolah Sultan Ibrahim, Sekolah Perempuan Sultan Ibrahim in Johor Bahru, SIGS. Okay, so after my SPM, I did my A-levels at UiTM Shah Alam, part of their preparatory program. And after that, I joined Sheffield University to do my law degree. And after the end of the law degree, I did my certificate of legal practice. So you see the CLP. After the certificate of legal practice, I was called to the bar. So I practiced as an advocate and solicitor for a short while before I went into teaching. So currently I am teaching in a private university in Selangor, and I'm also staying in the state of Selangor. Okay, so basically you probably want to know the education pathway to get to the law degree. Okay, so first of course I started with my SPM, Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, with the science stream. So I did biology, physics, chemistry, maths, etc. And thereafter, I joined my A-levels. For A-levels, I did 3 subjects. I did law, I did economics, I also did maths and stats. And after A-levels, I went to do my LLB, my law degree in Sheffield University, UK, and graduated with LLB honours. When I returned to Malaysia, I joined University Malaya to complete my certificate of legal practice. Yeah, so after the certificate of legal practice, there was a process of chambering for 9 months, and after chambering, I was called to the bar, meaning I became a lawyer for a short while before I joined teaching. So when I was teaching, I did my master's in technology management, and currently I teach law subjects for business students as well as for IT students, multimedia students. They do computing and ethics, and I also do some instructional design, yeah, in technology, yeah, for example, using technology as well as online teaching, yeah, in my university. Okay, so what is legal education? Yeah, this is my 2 cents, what I think or what I perceived being a law student as well as becoming a lawyer for a short while, and now I'm teaching. So my 2 cents, yeah, about legal education. I find that law is a good basic degree. It's very useful to transition into other degrees or other masters, I believe. Yeah, and it gives me good practice in thinking skills and reasoning skills. Yeah, there's a lot of options, especially after graduation with a basic law degree. You may, if let's say you don't wish to practice, you may choose to just complete the degree and thereafter join a legal sector. Yeah, maybe legal department in an organization. That's also possible. Yeah, or join other related sectors, yeah, in the legal field. Okay, so basically what skills do you need as a law student and especially as a lawyer? So of course language skills is very important, yeah, so the mastery of language, because the legal arguments, legal discussion, legal reasoning needs language mastery in order for you to understand and to justify and to also make an argument about it. Yeah, so of course that research is a given. Yeah, for not just for law, for other degrees as well. Yeah, so during studies, there's expect to do a lot of reading. Yeah, expect to do a lot of there's a little bit of memorizing as well for cases, yeah, because you've got to know the cases, you've got to know what the cases connect to, and you've got to also remember what reasoning were given by the judges in those cases, and especially how do you reason it in order to apply it to, for example, to your question, and eventually when you practice, how do you apply it to protect your clients, etc. Okay, so there's the skill of reasoning, there's the skill of analysis, and especially for year one, yeah, for law programs, it's quite typical to have a module called jurisprudence. Yeah, jurisprudence is legal philosophy. So basically, in jurisprudence, you will learn about the concept of law, and in to some extent, you learn about behavior as well as ethics. Yeah, what drives people to do certain things, and also you will also learn a little bit about law and punishment, yeah, for example the reasoning or the theory of law and why the law is such, yeah, and the concept of justice, etc. Okay, so you need a lot of that. You need a lot of language ability. You need a strong language, yeah. If you don't have strong language, I would recommend that you keep practicing, yeah, in English especially. The skills of analysis can be developed over time, yeah, and it can also assist, yeah, especially when you are drafting, when you are debating in court, when you're making an argument for your client. Okay, so my Rizek profile, since you have shared also your Rizek profile in your YouTube video, so this is my Rizek profile. Yeah, so if it helps, yeah. But of course, the Rizek profile, take note, yeah, it's just a guideline. It's not a be all and end all for you, yeah, because sometimes you may not have explored certain elements of the profile, yeah, or you may not know much about certain types of profession that you need to explore further. So basically that's my Rizek profile, yeah, social, enterprising as well as investigative. I get equal marks for investigative as well as artistic, so maybe that's an indicator for me in the future as well. I also recommend, yeah, apart from Rise Up profile, I also recommend doing other profiling tests. Yeah, if let's say you're interested to know more about yourself. Yeah, so I recommend, for example, Myers-Briggs, yeah, the personality spectrum. That would be interesting as well to know a little bit more about yourself, as well as the Gartner's multiple intelligence, to know where you are intelligent at. Yeah, that which part of intelligence or which intelligence you are strongest at and how to improve it. Or in some cases, if you want to improve other intelligences, you can also consider exploring other intelligences. Yeah. So anyway, RISEC, Myers-Briggs as well as Gartner, yeah, if you have done such tests, yeah, so take note that these are guidelines. This helps us know more about ourselves. And what's next is you should know more about the profession, read more about the profession, and especially speak to people who are already in that profession to understand more about what's involved, what's the day-to-day requirements, etc. Okay, so that's my 2 cents, yeah, about legal education. So the next slide is coming up. Yeah, so these are the career options. Yeah, so these are the career options for law graduates, yeah, either with a basic law degree or with certificate of legal practice. Yeah, but generally I do recommend that you consider doing the certificate of legal practice to become the professional practitioner. Yeah. Okay, so these are the options. So you can either choose, there are two basic options. You can either choose to go into the private sector or the public sector, yeah, meaning working with the government. Okay, so for example, the basic one after CLP, after the certificate of legal practice, or those of you who plan to do bar, yeah, in the UK, you can become an advocate and solicitor. Yeah, for example, for me, I was an advocate and solicitor in the High Court of Malaya, Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, so you can also get enrolled in Sabah and Sarawak, or if you have the bar, you can also practice in the UK as well as the Commonwealth. Yeah, provided you fulfill the requirements of the respective countries. Okay, you can also work with the government, with the AG's chamber, Attorney General's chamber, to become a public prosecutor. Okay, you can also become a member of the judiciary. You can apply for training to become a registrar, yeah, in the High Court, for example, and eventually work your way up to become a judge, yeah, in the courts. You can join law enforcement, yeah, if you're interested in policing, yeah, in the police force. Law enforcement also working with the public sector. You can also join our regulators, yeah, for example, Bank Negara Malaysia or Securities Commission or Companies Commission of Malaysia, SSM, etc. Yeah, there's a few regulatory bodies or semi-government bodies as well that you may join to practice legal knowledge in that sense. Okay, so you can become legal officers. Okay, to become legal officers, you may not necessarily need to do your CLP. Yeah, although certain bodies or certain organizations may require some years of practice before you become a legal officer or legal executive or legal manager in that organization. Yeah, so of course, refer to the listing of vacancy requirements. Okay, you can also become a company secretary. Yeah, so if you're detail oriented and you're more interested in the corporate side of things, company secretary is another option where you, for example, handle company proceedings, company administration, yeah, as well as, for example, AGMs, yeah, at annual general meetings. You do minutes for the company, as well as resolutions, etc. You'll be quite involved in the board meetings, especially, yeah, as a company secretary. You can become arbitrator as well with a certain number of years of experience. Typically, for arbitration, you need between 7 to 10 years of experience in legal field in order to become an arbitrator, whereby you can arbitrate disputes, yeah, commercial disputes or insurance disputes or trademark disputes, depending on what's your niche area. Yeah, so after you graduate, if you're interested to become an arbitrator, you probably need to find your niche or your specific area of interest where you can actually polish your skills, yeah, in that area. Okay, of course, for me, I went into education after practice. Education, again, you have to figure out what's your pathway, what you're interested in, whether you want to be in full legal education, or for me, I'm not in full legal education. I'm more of a hybrid. Yeah, I've gone into I'm teaching in faculties, business faculties actually, in a business faculty instead of a full legal department. Okay, so you can also consider consulting, especially, of course, with years of experience. Yeah, so if you've been a legal executive or legal manager, or you have been an advocate and solicitor, consulting can be one option. You know, whereby you provide legal advice, but of course not in the advocate and solicitor capacity, but rather more of an advisory party, yeah, or consultant to a company, or you can be also a freelance consultant, yeah, as another option. Okay, and there are many others, yeah, so you may Google, you may search, you may ask other practitioners on what are the options as well. Yeah, feel free to explore this and ask questions, and you may also comment in this YouTube channel and ask further questions, and we will address your questions in the comment. Okay, so contact me. Yeah, so please do get in touch with me. My email is as mentioned, my email, my LinkedIn, as well as my Facebook link. Yes, of course, Facebook is more informal. Yeah, I would suggest that if you have very specific questions, I would suggest that you email or connect via LinkedIn. Okay, so thank you. That's my presentation. I am Nadiah Suki, SPM 1991 21290 from Ansara Kota Bharu. Thank you very much.